I don't have my scale. Look at this thing. Wow. So we know he's over 20 because I'm 20 to there, so that's about a 21er. The things about fishing a lake is that the fish are going to be suspended at a certain depth in the water column. And you can start from the top down or the bottom up, but as long as you have some means to the method to say I'm so deep or how deep you are. So I like this little tool. You could build something like that pretty simple. We're just going to send it down until we get to the bottom. In fact, I'm going to pull that indicator up and let it go. I'm going to put it there so it looks like I don't have enough leader. You can see till we get to the bottom we're going to have to figure out how deep we are here. And we're going to have to add some leader because we've got to get down to where the fish are at. So what we've got here, lift up this pole and bring this back over here. You can see now it's not taking any line. So this is how deep the water is here. Measure that really quick. That's about 6 more feet I need to add to that. So 6, 12, 18, so maybe 20 feet or so. So we've got to add 6 feet because we are only 6 feet above the bottom. And I want to make sure that I'm down in the bottom of that water column. I use some 8-pound sight free. I'm going to pull 6 plus, I don't want my indicator all the way up. So I'm going to pull an extra like 4 feet. That'll give me some room for a knot. We are going to tie a dropper on. We know that we need to add that other 6 feet. So what we're going to do is take this little fella here and we're going to wrap everything through twice and just tie a double surgeon's loop for that. Let's try that surgeon's loop again. So we'll take them both, put them together. I mean, that's always the trick, right? It's keeping them together on these. There we go. So now we got both pieces aligned together. Pull the fly through, pull that strand all the way through, and then we'll send both of them through that loop one more time. Just like that. And then we'll pull that down nice and easy on both of them. Try to keep the knots together. And make maybe a 6-inch tag is all. Something like that. There we go. And then we'll just tie the two together. Okay, then we're going to cut this other piece off. And you can see wrapping it forward, you get the down hanging tag, and that's what we're after. So let's go ahead and cut that now. Okay, I always leave a little bit so the knot has some give if the fish hit it. Unless the water's real slimy, that can be a problem. So we're going to set that aside, let that kind of just hang out for a minute, and let's see how much we have now. Line on here. Now we're going to come across here. There is 6 feet, and I got that extra couple of feet on there, so we'll be fishing, you know, approximately 8 feet deep, and then we'll have one that's right down there on the bottom. Rather than opting in for a chronomid with this setup, which that's what most people fish on this type of setup, we're gonna start with a balanced leech today. These guys have plenty of midges in their diet, and I threw midges at them last time, and they were more interested in a leech. Now, it could be a chronomid day too. I saw a huge hatch this morning, so maybe they're well fed on those, and they just want a little bit bigger of a morsel. And so one of the things I've been doing with my balanced leeches, and I've tested on these big fish, is tying a double surgeon's loop for these balance flies. It's easy. You can see you just put the fly on, wrap it through twice. I realize that could stress some people out, hopefully not, but it's been working, and it's a just easy knot to tie in the wind, simple, and it's really effective. You have double the strength for their teeth to grind on for these bigger trout, and that helps. Obviously you got to have strong enough line, and I think that line that I'm using in this video is probably, it's proven to be really abrasive resistant. Doesn't mean it is, I'm just saying it has been on these fish. So today we're going to try and throw the exact same setup I had at them a few weeks ago, which that's never a good idea because the bugs can change, but let's see if they'll take it again. This fly's got about 10 fish on it, so it's a little rough looking. Should have brought my leech comb, little 3D printed leech comb, to brush his hair and get him ready for the show. Okay, that's looking pretty good. Now what we got to do is set our depth. We want this fly right on the bottom. Here's how I set my depth. Now that we've measured the water, we'll do this again. I'm going to lower this all the way down. Try not to hook myself. I got a little balanced minnow on there. We're going to let her go all the way to the bottom and hope we don't get a bite on the way. Okay. And pull just a little bit more line out of that. You can see him still going, still going, still going. And I hit the bottom, and you can see right here that, well, you can't see it, but I can feel it. I'm at the bottom, so you can see it's about 6 inches from my knot. So now when I pull this up and I set my knot right here, that's the bottom. Sorry, this is technically the bottom, right where this knot is. So 6 to 18 inches off the bottom, I can just go right off of my fly line. That gives me a little extra tolerance there. Now we're going to set our strike indicator. So you get a hold of it, put it there, pin it down, pull it in a little bit so it's about like that. And that's all you really need. You just have to make sure that's on the back side so they don't throw the line through the slit. And when they hit hard, it'll pop loose just like that. That's kind of the idea. So give it a little test, make sure everything's good. Feels like I can really take on a big fish there. If you push too hard, it'll actually stress the bobber and break them. And now watch, and you'll see how deep I am. If you can still see that bobber, so I'm about 18, maybe 20 inches right off the bottom. So we'll start there. So you may end up bopping around through the depths here, and you don't want it to start hitting the bottom and getting snagged. And that's usually close enough that the fish could see it. No guarantee of that, but it's always the risk of losing your weight too. Okay, so they're sinking down to the depths. Throw your leader away, and by the way, this is not the kind of leader that you can just cast. Let me show you what that looks like. Let me show you how to cast these really long leaders. You don't really cast them, you kind of throw your line out. You can see it takes a lot to get them moving. There you go, and it's just a big lob. You got to pull them a few times and throw your line and get them moving in an upward motion, and then just cast them out in front of you and wait for a bite. He hit that hard. Right on. Took a minute. I've been out here pulling around looking for him. Hopefully we found a little pocket. Oh, that's a fighter. Came back with my strongest rod I have. Oh, we got a jumper. We got a jumper. Spoiled myself this Christmas with this pole, and I don't bring it out much, but these fish, because they broke a rod last year, sorry, a few weeks ago, I thought I better really bring the arsenal out today. And I'm glad I got the bigger pole. Wow. Well, we'll see. We'll see if they can take out the sage. They snapped the TFO, and by the way, the warranty was good on that. I went on their website, $50 later, in 3 days. Whoa! 3 days, they got me a new tip. I just didn't want to punish the TFO today quite yet. Give him a little bit of a rest, and thought we'll just throw the sage at him today and see. Spend a lot of money for a rod like this, and when you find a pocket of fish that know how to take line, might as well pull out the full arsenal. That's a good one. I hope we get to see this fish. He is being aggressive. Oh man, that's awesome. One thing I do like about this pole is that fighting butt. I can kind of, gives me a little bit more. I wasn't really sure when I bought this pole if I'd like that, but because it's a 10-footer, I really do like it. And it's taken me a while, but this thing can really swing a leader a little bit better than all my other rods. I don't know how to value a rod that costs 3 times as much as other rods. I'm not sure. I guess if it catches fish and doesn't break, but I still landed that fish on the broken pole, and I had a spare, so I mean, I guess you could have 2 or 3 poles, but this thing has good action. I gotta be honest, like this is a good pole. I've had some fun with it. But I guess it's like everything. If you buy something and you're expecting 10 years of usage out of it, you know, maybe it's worth it. Look at this fish. Come on, buddy, get up here. As soon as he sees the top water, he's not interested. He's a head shaker. Oh, this is awesome. Okay, he's getting real tired. At least I hit the knot. But keep in mind, we're still 20 feet down. So from the tip of the pole, once the file line goes in with this big leader, we're 20 feet. You got to make sure to be careful to ride the knot out. Okay, so we just popped the indicator loose. I've lowered my rod just a little bit to give him a little bit of give. I got a feeling he's going to take line when he sees the net, though. Every one of these fish in here, when they see a net, they just kind of freak out. I always get a little worried fishing barbless on a big fish like this too, because all they got to do is roll the right way, and that's the end of the game. But I guess that kind of adds to the excitement of it. Oh, that's a nice one. Come here, buddy. Just come over here and we'll get you a rest. Let's make you famous. Oh, that's a nice fish. Definitely not as big as he's acting. Oh. He took the top one. That surprises me. I thought for sure we had him on the bottom one. Oh, that's a beauty. That's a thick trout, guys. That is a thick trout. Right on. Look at this guy. Not really fitting in the net too good either. Well, he unhooked himself, so that's nice. And let's see if we can get some measurements on this thing. I have to find a better ruler system than this, but that is a, let's see if we can get it up to his tail here. It's a 17er, maybe 17 and a half, not bad. He's breathing away. We'll get him, see if we can get him released. Just a tubby trout though. How around these things are in here, they're just insane. Insane fish. Look at that. I'm trying to find where the fish were, and we don't know if it was a fluke that he took at 5 feet off the bottom because he took the upper fly, I'm just going to scoot that up just a little bit, another foot, and I'll just work my way up today, and we'll see if it's a fluke or if they're on the bottom or if they're taking really at that 5 foot fly, or do they like that fly better. So there's always something we got to figure out with them, that's for sure. Okay, he's looking like he's about ready. Look at him. Okay, buddy, here we go. You ready, pal? There you are. Oh, what a beauty. What a beauty. Golly. I've always wondered if they know where they're swimming off to after a fight like that, or do they just kind of head for some random location. I haven't quite figured that out yet. I know they always try to go deep, though. Oh, there's a hit, there's a hit. Already getting another hit. Give her just a little bit of motion there. I think he went away. We'll just paddle a little bit, just enough. We'll let it sit and see if he comes back. Darn, we missed one. They're biting over here. Oh, that didn't take long at all. Look at this lake all glossed over too. This is beautiful. He took the lower fly. I can see you pop the indicator. It's hanging down by that first dropper. That's a good little fish. He's trying to get back down to where he was at. Come on. He's not even done. Jeez. Oh, I think he's off, or he's swimming at me. Nope, still got him. Maybe. I can't tell. I think he's swimming at me. He is. Maybe this is one of the bigger. Oh, there he goes. He's off. He swam at me. Oh, that's awesome. We didn't even get to see that one. That was a good fish too. I better check my hook. They straightened some hooks out on me last time. Yeah. Okay, let's see. That fly looks like it's okay. Previous. That one looks a little beat up, but he didn't straighten this out, so that's good. Let's get that back in the water. Send that back down to the depth. And once you start getting good bites, you want to try to always cast back in the same spot or similar location. And definitely set your depth good. Let's see if I can. I didn't want to let that line pass through there, so we'll spread that. And there we go. Get it back in. Dang, that would have been a good one. I could tell when he jumped out of the water over there. That was a good fish. Well, let's see if he has any friends over here. Nice, dude. Just keep winding them in. What's that? Well, the indicator will pop loose, kind of. It should when he fights hard. Depends on how you set it. If you didn't set it the right way, it could be a problem. Let that knot go through so you don't break your pole. Look, he's pulling hard. There you go. There's another one. You need some help?
Be a bad idea.
Swing, let me cast this line out so it's just out of the way. I don't have a fly on it, so it won't be a problem. Come over this way towards me. I have an anchor on, so just turn around and aim your butt right at me until you get close. And then swing that over and I'll pop that indicator loose if there's a problem. Keep coming towards me. Okay, swing that indicator around now. Keep swinging it to me slowly. Here, swing that over. Nice and slow. I'll be careful. Okay, swing it towards me a little more. Over this way, buddy. You went too far. Okay.
Whoa.
I know, that's a nice fish. Let's get this indicator loose. I don't know what happened there. I'm not sure, buddy. I'm not sure how to set it. Okay, get your tension on the pole. Get your tension. Reel up, reel up, reel up, reel up, reel up. Keep going. Tighter. Oh, that's a good fish, dude. Okay, get him up there. That's a really nice fish, Carter. Wow. Okay, get him up there and get him in the net. There we go. Okay, raise that pole. Yeah, that's a good one.
He didn't like me.
Nope. Just keep working him. Hey, babe, will you paddle that way and check on things? Okay. Get him in the net, buddy.
But I was wondering, this doesn't relate to that, but does your pass buy you an overnight pass, or is it just to get in?
It's only a day pass to get into the state parks.
In here, then it definitely, that'd be okay, right?
He does not like me.
Nope, these are big fish, dude.
He's getting
Yep, see if we can get him up. Okay, you got to let a little line out because you won't be able to bring him up to you. There you go. There you go. Don't lose your tension. Get under him, get under him, get under him. Oh,
nice. Wow, that is a good fish.
Yep. Yep.
Dang, that's probably the fattest fish I've ever caught.
Yep.
Wow. That's really nice, Dad.
Wow.
Any chance I could talk you into taking a picture of me?
Yep. Tell me when you're ready and I've got my cell phone here, so.
Yeah, he wasn't fighting super hard for a fat fish.
Let's check him out.
So, might have spit it already.
Okay. I'm ready for you when you are. Turn over towards me, buddy, and let's see him.
That is a bad guy.
Come on, let's check it out.
Oh,
Come on, get it out of that net. Just pull him up to your chest. You might have to squeeze him a little hard. There you go. There you go. Look over here. that.
Take a couple pictures, will you?
Yep, let me zoom in. Spread your hands out a little further on him.
That?
Yeah.
Oh!
Okay. Alright. Snagged that hard. Been a pretty slow bite today too. I've been looking for them. We found the spot again, I don't know. Boy, that fish is trying to stay deep though. Yeah. Right on. Yeah. You have to have at least 8-pound test on for these fish. They're just gnarly in here. That's crazy. Oh. He is not giving up. Wow. Let's go a big old head shake down there. Yeah. I lost that other big one earlier. Hopefully I just can't tell if he's fighting like a big fish or little one. Some of the little ones in here fight twice their size or even more than that. He's getting a little tired. Okay, maybe not exactly as tired as I thought, but alright, I'm starting to be able to see him a little bit. Come on, guy. Does not want to come up. I wonder if he hit that bottom fly or the top dropper. I just can't tell yet. Alright, he's about 10 feet down. Oh, that's a nice one. That's a real nice one. Look at that. Good bow. That's a good bow. Let's see if we can get him up here. Looks like took the top one. Looks like he's tangled up my line. Well, maybe just the bottom one. Come on, buddy. I know you're tired, but let's get you. Fish landed. Oh, that's a beautiful fish. Yes, golly. Oh, that's big. That one might go 20. Look at the size of that. Holy smokes. That is a fish. Wow. Alright. We gotta get this untangled here before that turns into a problem. You kind of ripped my net there a little bit. Oh, dang. Look at that fish, guys. Oh. Yep. Those are the kind people tell stories about, there's no doubt. Okay. Alright. So, bottom dropper's free, which that's good. Surprised he didn't spit that hook. I'm gonna let go of it. Need a little more line on here. Not sure what's going on up there, but there we go. Okay. Pull some of this line out so I don't have to fight it. Let him catch his breath there. Alright, whatever we're on there just didn't work that good anyway, so. Okay, let's take a look at this fish. That has got to be a 5-pound trout. That's a behemoth. That has got to be. I don't have my scale. Look at this thing. Wow. So we know he's over 20 because I'm 20 to there, so that's about a 21er. He's still tired though. That was a good fight for him. I'll give him a minute to catch his breath still. One heck of a fish though. Golly. There we go. Let's go check on him and see what he's feeling now. Is he almost ready? Just about. Just about. See if we can get some measurements on that guy. Oh shoot, I forgot to set my indicator. Alright, let's put the tape on this guy. Let's see what we really got here. Giant fish. I want to see the girth on this thing. This is, let's see where he's at. He is, let's see that, he's 10 inches. A little bit bigger than 10 around the belly. And head to tail. Let's see what we got here. We are at And just to show you the net too. That net from there to the rim is also 20, so anyhow, that is one heck of a fish. Look at that, 10 inches round, guys. That's at least 3 pounds, at least. Look at how long those front fins are on him. Oh, that's such a good fish. I wish the GoPro could see that a little further away, but boy, that is what we come here for. Look at that fin on him. Man. Lucky I don't have extra money. I'd probably just put him on the wall for being such a beauty. But let's give everybody else a chance for him. Okay, you ready, pal? There he goes. We'll just stay with him for a minute. Yep. What a bruiser. Look at him. Back to the depths. There's fish over here, guys. I gotta get these guys back over here. There's fish in this little pocket. We found them again. There we go. Yeah, did you see the last one? The monster, man. I caught a monster before this one. This one's got some fight in him, though. I don't know what this fish is doing. He's motoring right up to me. Come over here. What? You what? I don't know what she's saying. Man, these fish fight hard. Oh, that guy took the bottom fly. Guess they're trading off. That's interesting. They're at different depths today. Some a couple feet off the bottom, and some, 5 to 7 feet off the bottom. 6 or 7 feet's a pretty big difference, I think. This guy has got some fight in him. Alright, let's get him in the net. That's one interesting characteristic about all these fish in here, and I don't know if it's because they've got fins on them or what, but you can definitely tell when they do like a head shake with those bigger fins on them. Just makes a big difference in the fight. You kind of got to be a little more forgiving with them. Looks like a decent fish. Starting to come up a little bit. He doesn't want it real bad, but there's nothing to complain about. That's a nice rainbow. That's just a nice rainbow. Holy cow, that's one of your 2.5, 3 pounders. Ah, these fish are so thick in here. Look at them. Just gorgeous. Drop dead. Gorgeous fish. You like that one, huh, pal? Man. So he's about 16 or maybe 17. He's had some injuries. Let's get him recovered. I think he's about ready already. They always think that. If you let them stay in the net and go belly up for a minute or two, they'll be okay. And then eventually, one thing I found you can do with these bigger trout to test if they're ready is you can kind of tickle their belly. So, kind of interesting, but you come along here, and even the reel getting by him was enough. He's about ready. I'm worried he's going to float up again, though. But you run this right down their belly. I just run the post down it, and that's usually enough to get them excited. Okay, here we go. Wow. Little motorboat there. You guys gonna come back over here? You can see all the chronomids coming off here. But this is what these big fish have been eating for me in here. They really like that. And when the wind gets going, that one kind of riles them up. I don't know exactly what it's imitating. And then of course this one today, this little minnow pattern here. I think you can buy that one at a store. It's like a little, I don't know what they call that pattern, to be honest with you. It has a name. But I learned the lesson a couple times ago. The reason I'm pulling this up is I don't want to tangle on my anchor rope. The joys of fishing with an anchor. They definitely add another element to it. Found a little spot, a little pocket of feeders in here. I must just have the right depth and fly finder and location, right? Stillwater is location, right? It's got to be fish. You got to fish the right depth. So, got to find how deep they're in the water column. You got to be where the fish are at. And you definitely have to have the right presentation. And the fish here are more into indicator style fishing. Come here, babe. I want you to reel this one in. We'll see if she gets over here and we'll get Sarah on one of these trout. I think she'd like that. Okay, he took the bottom fly. Oh, I'm having a hard time getting that indicator to pop. That's interesting. Might have pushed it in a little bit hard, but I would have thought this fish would have broke it loose by now. Whoa. Hey, Cart! What are you doing? He's just leaned over. He's all right. His fly's stuck on his boat somewhere, so I think he had to pull over there. He's either on a rock or he's in his tube, but his fly's stuck on the side somewhere. Me neither. That's why I yellered at him. All right, we're gonna hand this fish over to Sarah. So I know. I'm anchored, so is your pole reeled up? That's okay. You got to swing over to my right side, or this fish will. There you go. And then come over here. I'm gonna hand this off to you. Reel yours up till that bobber gets right up to the tip for me of your pole, and then just hand me your pole, and I'll get you dialed in. I'll get the right fly on for you and stuff. Yep, just come right over here by me, and bring that indicator all the way up to the tip, and then I'll change the fly on it for you. So notice how I'm kind of playing with this fish a little. So you just kind of have to play with them just a little. If he needs to take line, you just have to kind of let him. But see how I'm not like this, watch. You don't want to just horse the pole up the whole time. You got to see how the pole has a lot more give like that now. Yeah. Okay, so hold it like that, kind of at a 45 for this fish. Could change on the situation. Be ready, there's some real power there. Hand me your pole. Put 2 hands on it, hurry. Okay, get it up. You got to keep the tension on, keep the tension on. There you go. Okay, yeah, reel a little bit. And then if he needs to take line, just let him take it. Just let off the reel and he'll take some out. You just kind of have to play him. Get your rod up a little bit higher for me. A little bit higher. A little more. Just a touch more. About right there. That's good because you want him to pull on the rod. That's what tires him down. And if you can, swing your net around so you're ready for him when he gets up by you. Just so it's in a forward position, kind of. Yeah, we're going to do something about your platform. It looks like it lost a little bit of air, huh? We'll work on that. So lift that pole up a little bit more. Hey, you're smiling. Yeah, paddle back towards me and I can help you net him if you need to. There you go. Yeah, come around over here. You come here and swing the fish kind of in front of me and I'll net him for you if you'd like. Yeah, you gotta let him take some line if he wants it. They're not little fish, so keep that rod up just a little. There you go. But you can let him pull line if he needs to. They've got big fins on them in here. The fins aren't clipped or something. What's that? Is it a good one? Whoa! Whoop! Here, yep. Swing over to my left there a little. There you go. And just keep coming back this way. Yep. Reel in just a little bit. See if we can bring him up. And keep that rod kind of tipped. You have to keep some tension on him. There you go. Bring him in. He's getting tired. There you go.
I keep reeling.
A little more, yeah. Swing that over towards me just carefully. And I can't see him. You're gonna have to reel up till that indicator gets to the tip. Yep. Okay, stop right there. And then lift up on, don't grab the pole. Nope, hold the pole by the handle. You can only pull him up by the pole. I'm gonna back up so that okay, so he's about 10 feet down. Yeah, I don't know why that indicator didn't pop loose. Okay, and then swing him over to me. He's really not coming up to the top, is he?
Oh, I don't like this.
I'm anchored, so you'll have to paddle back towards me if you want me to net him. I know. Whoa. He said he's not ready yet. All right, here, come over by me and I'll just help you fight him for a sec. Okay, I'll just hold on to you for a minute. Okay, try and reel him in again. That's awesome.
I just don't know how you get a hold of him if you're light.
Well, usually the indicator breaks free, and I don't know why it didn't, so I'll have to check on it. If you swing that over to me, I can pop it free. I don't know why they're doing that today. Just careful, careful, not so hard. There it goes. Okay, now you'll be able to reel it up. Swing him up that way. Keep tension. There you go. Okay, and then kick paddle towards me, babe. Yep, there you go. Good. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why.
I think my indicator got. I think mine's like stuck on my.
Okay, whoa, I got an anchor, so swing him out that way. Yep, get him straight up. Get that pull. Pull a little more line in. And then swing him right over here.
How do you pull more line?
Lift the. That's as far as you're gonna go. So lift up on that. Pull slowly though, slowly. It's a good sized trout. So lift up real slow. Whoop. No. Oh. All right. Holy cow, dude! You got like a 20 or 21 incher.
What color is that guy?
What color? I'll paddle over here. He's green and gold and
Gold. That's
got that rainbow band on the side. Nice fish. Did you want to kiss him before we put him back? Here, I want you to look at him. Got to get a pose with you. We got to let him rest too. So, in fact, you want to hand me that pole, and I will. Give me just a sec here. Okay, hand me that pole.
Ooh.
Yeah. You want to pick him up and we'll take your picture with him? You sure? Huh? I have a fish rag you can borrow. Really? Come on.
He's famous.
He's famous, huh? I think he's probably ready. Ooh, watch. If you tickle their belly like this when they're upside down, a lot of times it'll get them going. Oh, he didn't do it. Let's see. No, he's ready. Look at him. There he goes. Wow. All right.
Water, right?
Water?
Are we putting the water behind us?
Oh, yeah. It's recording so you can snapshot it. Hey, buddy. Kisses? Hat kiss?
Hat kiss. Do you want none on the hat kiss?
Okay, we came. We caught some fish.
We're not telling you where.
That's right.